India just won the ICC Men's T20 World Cup. And like always, everyone is celebrating the players. But one name stands out, and that is Sanju Samson. But whenever I see stories like this, I just don't see only at the result. I try to understand the patterns behind it, because successes like these are usually never random. Hi everyone, I'm Piyush Bhartiya, and I help students shape their careers in India and abroad. So when I look at someone like Sanju Samson, I notice something that he and his family did differently. A big part of his journey goes back to his father, Samson Vishwanath. He was working as a police constable in Delhi, but most importantly, he was paying attention. He noticed that his son has an exceptional talent in cricket. Instead of waiting, he started acting on it. One of the things that he did was quite interesting. During the early 2000s itself, he started getting Sanju to practice with the Delhi police team. Now think about that. A young kid playing against older, stronger, faster cricketers. That's not comfortable, but that accelerates growth. So already we see the first principle. Early exposure to a higher level skill. Then comes the second part, the environment. At home, there was discipline, there was structure, and there was routine. So it wasn't just Sanju's talent. That is raw. But it was the system, the whole system that his father built around that talent. Now here's where it gets interesting. In 2006, when Sanju was only 12 years old, he failed to get selected for Delhi's under-13 team. At this point, most people would assume it's not working out. But his father looked at things very differently. He didn't question his son's potential, he questioned the environment. And that led him to a very big decision. In 2007 and 2008, his father, Samson Vishwanath, took voluntary retirement and moved his family back to Kerala. Many families would have treated this as the end of the path, but his father thought very differently. He believed that the environment was the problem and not Sanju's potential. The purpose was simple. He wanted to give Sanju a better cricketing environment, and over time things played out. In 2011, Sanju made the debut for the local Kerala team. And the big break happened in 2013 when he entered the IPL. He soon became one of the youngest players to make an impact in IPL. And later on, he went on to become the captain of Rajasthan Royals. Finally, in 2015, he made his debut for the Indian national team in the T20 format. And in 2021 also, he played his first ODI for the Indian national team. Today, people see the success, but the important part happened long back. The preparation started years before anybody noticed him. If you look at this entire journey, it follows a very clear pattern. Early identification, environment adjustment, long-term thinking, and the fourth, patience. And this is what I don't see in majority of the student journeys, especially for the ones who are planning to go abroad. So the takeaway from Sanju's journey is that if you want to be successful, act early and think long-term. And over the last few years, I've traveled over the world, spoken to hundreds of students, and a lot of students struggle because their decisions are not structured. They picked courses randomly, they didn't have a long-term plan, and most importantly, the planning started too late. If you want to understand student mistakes in greater depth, I talk to hundreds of students and there are thousands of videos on my YouTube channel. So do subscribe to our channel and watch those videos to understand what decisions these students made and what are their outcomes. And that way you can actually learn and be prepared for a better future if you're planning to study abroad. But until then, goodbye, and I'm going to see you all in the next video.